Also, I just dyed my hair. I'm gonna start with Rich List from the mini colour case. I don't know why I wanted to call it the colour case. From the mini colour case from Made by Mitchell. This was in the Advent calendar. I'm creasing already. No. For this one, my main focus is that I really want to use the last shade in my Cosmos palette that I have to No Pan Left Behind it, which is the shade Quasar, and it is a green. So we are going to do green, and I thought green would look cute with my new hair. I'm really hoping the wind doesn't just ruin this entire thing. This doesn't really need to be perfect. Also, these are like burst blood vessels under my eye from doing too much. So that's nice and fun. Next week I'm going to be filming a get ready with me for St. Patrick's Day, even though I'm not doing anything. That wind is so aggressive. And then I may film, I'm going to a concert the day after St. Patrick's Day, so I might film that look as well, because I think that's going to be quite a fun look. Yeah, so I don't know. I don't know. That might be coming, it might not be. Also, I have no idea what order any of the videos are going to go up in, so you could be like, yeah, we saw that. But I'm really trying to lock in and actually film. I'm gonna grab a big fluffy brush. This is Shein. Don't do that. I don't buy from them anymore. But it's a big fluffy brush. And I know there's gonna be someone that's like, what brush is it? I'm gonna take the shade Dawn from the ABH Subculture palette. This is how much I have left of it. It's actually in my little Focus 9 pan that I randomized. So I randomized shades from my 10 uses and from my pan that palette. I did 5 mattes and 4 shimmers, so we're going to be using some of these today. Just going to put that in my crease. This keeps crumbling every time I use it, but I'm definitely very close to being done with it. Just trying to pick up the crumbs. Okay, hopefully that won't crease. I think I'm going to take Kyoto from the Revolution Emerald palette, which is also in my pan that palette. And it's also, it's so thin, I can't even. This is a ME11 brush from Made by Mitchell. I'm going to take some of this just on that, on top of this, basically. These do dry down, like they set by themselves, but I like to use them as a base. I have like no real technique with how I've been doing this, because I've been doing this a lot recently. Because I'm trying to hit 10 uses on all of the shades in my mini colour case. I only have 2 left, this one and the grey. Been doing it a lot, but I don't really have a technique. I'm kind of just putting it on, then blending when I think it needs to be blended. I'm gonna clean it up after anyway. So I was thinking of doing some book videos, but I need to see how much I actually read. I'm currently on the second Hunger Games because my girlfriend traumatized me with it. I got the film set not long after Christmas, and then I watched that, and then I've been reading the books, and I am traumatized. They're really good. They're just, it's a lot, isn't it? I actually, like, it's not a common opinion, I prefer the books to the films, but I think that's like a common occurrence. Then I'm going to take this brown shade from the NYX Ultimate Utopia, also in my Pan That palette. Running theme is as much Pan That palette stuff as humanly possible. And just blend that on top. Should probably be looking in a smaller mirror when I'm doing this. But no, I am not. Just trying to blend that in as much as possible with the darker brown and obviously that base. And I'm going to go back in with Dawn in my little focus palette and just blend that as much as possible. I'm gonna go back in a little bit with the brown shade and just pack that sort of there and a little bit more into the crease and upwards. Just because I kind of blended it out a little bit too much. Then I'm going to take this one. This one, I know the brand, but they may or may not be going under. This is a Beauty Bay BB202 brush. Shade I'm gonna use is the shade Gatto from the Beauty Bay Rich 9 pan, which is again in my little BYOP, my little randomized focus palette, and I'm just gonna put that in my crease and just blend it everywhere. I really like this shade. I mean, this is like my second time using it, but I like it. But this is in my project 10 uses, so obviously I've got a while to go, because this was unused when I rolled it in, so this is my second use. So I'm quite glad it got randomly put in the focus palette. And then I'm just going to go back in with a bit more Dawn and just fully blend everything out. I'm just going to put a little bit more brown in this corner. I'm going to take what's in the lid of this e.l.f. eye primer. It's just what is left of it, because this is in my project pan. And I'm just going to tap that everywhere apparently, and just pat it out on the lid and just onto this bit. I'm trying to leave the depth. I'm gonna take this shade from my little 9 pan. It's from the Ultimate Utopia palette as well. And it's like so thin. I don't know if you can see there's like a teeny tiny pan. It's like a fleck because it wouldn't fully cover the bottom. So I'm gonna take that on a smallish brush. I'm gonna use this one actually. Again, I think this is a Shein one. It looks like it came with this one, so sorry about that. Any small little packing brush will do. I'm just gonna put that on the outside. And try and leave as much of that depth as I can. This is actually the first time I'm using this shade all year, even though it is in my palette palette. But I have a lot of shades in my palette palette, hence why I thought doing this focus palette would be a nice idea. There's a lot of shades from that palette in my palette palette. This one is really getting down there, so I'm going to use that on the inner part with this Morphe brush. Do you have a name? No, it just says Morphe on it. It's a Morphe brush. It's like a very flat little flat brush. I don't know, whatever they're called. I've been panning this palette since I got it in 2021 and I've basically been using the crap out of it since. NYX eyeshadows are really underrated. They're very good. They're also not that hard to pan, which is nice. Oh, I've just made an absolute mess of that. Eyeshadow everywhere. Oopsie. I guess this is kind of like a cut crease, just without taking the eyeshadow off from underneath. So I'm liking this look. I'm also liking the size of that pan, Jesus Christ. I'm just trying to pick up all the little like crumbs from it, because I don't want to lose too much product. I do actually want to finish it, but a lot of my shades have been crumbling recently, which has been driving me mental. I actually also dropped an eyeshadow that had smashed and needed to be repressed. I dropped it into my underwear drawer, so that was fun. I had to like wash everything, and then I just like saved whatever was left in the pan. So now I have a very, very small amount of that shade, but oh well, it's like a neon yellow, so it's fine. Then I'm going to take Quasar from the Cosmos palette. I'm going to take it on a Mitchell ME9 brush. This looks like it has a pink flip, which I'm excited about. And I'm just going to put this on the middle of them. Oh my god, that is pretty. Oh, it almost has like a blue to it as well. It's very pretty. I'm very excited because now I can put this into my app now that I have no pen left behind it. But I really like all the shades that I've used. Well, all the shades in the palette, I guess, because I've used them all now. This is what it's looking like after a use on everything. All this way. My girlfriend got me this for Valentine's Day, so I'm very excited about that. I'm gonna go back in with my little Mitchell ME11 and the shade Kyoto and just re-deepen that outer corner as much as possible. Just there. Speaking of Made by Mitchell brushes, I've just got a notification that more are on their way. Then I'm taking the black shade from the Ultimate Utopia, also in my Pen That palette. Oh, we shocked. And I'm just gonna put that on the very outer. I think I tapped that off a bit too much there. On the very outer corner with, this is another Morphe brush, just a little angled one. They were in a set, so that's why I'm not entirely sure what brushes they are, but I mean, one of them I got individually and I still have no idea what brush it is. Oh, I should have in my eye. Recently I've been really thinking about my Pan That Face palette for next year because I definitely want to do one. I'm just going back in with Kyoto to re-blend that. And I was thinking I'm going to make a video at some point in the year. Obviously not now because we have loads of time. But I'm gonna make a video at some point going through all my face palettes so that you guys can help me pick. I'm gonna clean this up, do my eyebrows, do my base, and we're gonna come back for cream cheek products. Base is on. I am now gonna do my cream cheek products. I'm gonna take Fairy Kitten from my original comic case from Made by Mitchell. This is in my seasonal project pan. Actually everything in this is, except the shade that I use as bronzer is in my long haul project pan. And can't forget the nose. Criminal, really. It's got such a pretty, like, because it's a white to pink, it's just so pretty. And then I'm gonna take my Made by Mitchell blush in Cherry Cola. I'm just gonna put some on my hand because I want to test out if this is like a better way of using it. So this is the MF2 brush. These are the ones that I've just like ordered more of. Put it on my face. Did that make it better? No. I think I could have just put it on normally and it would have looked better, but oh well. I think this one is just like getting dry because it's old. This is also in my seasonal project pan. So I don't know whether it's gonna die before I can actually finish it. But I do have that shade in the Balm formula, so I don't really mind because I do prefer that formula. And then I'm gonna take with an MF3 brush the shade Wonder from the original Comet Cove and just put some of that on top. I really like this shade. I'm doing everything very messily today. I'm gonna do my cream bronzer, concealer and powder, and I will be back for the powder cheek products. Okay, I'm back and I'm powdered. For my powder blush to match what I did with the creams, not that you can really see it that much, gonna be using my Saharan 2 blush palette from Juvia's Place. I don't support Juvia's Place, but I have this and I got it off Vinted anyway, so I'm going to be using the shade Solar, which is this one up here, and B. So I'm literally just going to tap in between them and put it on. With, this is a Revolution brush, also doesn't have a name. I got it from Home Bargains and I haven't been able to find it since, and I love the brushes. And that makes me very, very sad. So yeah, I'm just gonna mix those. This is again in my seasonal project pan, and I am again making a massive mess, but it's fine because it all works out in the end. I am then going to take my Revolution Chocolate Bar highlight with this Studio London F006 brush. And then I am also going to take Colourpop Chiffon, again in my seasonal project pan, and just tap a bit of that on as well for some extra shine. I'm just going to really quickly put some bronzer on, and then we're going to do lower lash line, inner corner and lips. For the lower lash line, I'm just going to take that Made by Mitchell ME11. Again, pick up a little bit more of Kyoto and just run that under. And then I'm going to take that Beauty Bay BB202 brush and take Gatto again and just blend that out. And I'm just going to take some Love Train from the Beauty Bay Retro Love. This is my monthly focus palette for March. Just tap that on my inner corner. Oh, that's a lot. And then I'm going to take a little brush. This is a Beauty Bay BB210 brush, and that shade from the Ultimate Utopia palette, and I'm just going to run that along my lower lash line. And then I'm going to set my face and come back for my lips. I'm going to take Primark Desert Sand, which is in my seasonal project pan. I used to always think this shade was too light for me. I have no idea why. I'm gonna put a bit of Sleek Baby You're Bad on with it. Just sort of in the middle. Then I have no idea if this is gonna go well or not, but I'm gonna put some Collection Overachiever matte liquid lip paint. So this is Cinnamon Bun from In The Style. It's like orangey. It matches that sleek lip liner perfectly. Just gonna put a smidge more of the darker lip liner on. Just gonna take my hair out and I will show you the finished look. So this is the finished look for today. I like this. I think it's really cute. So I will see you then. Bye.